Hi everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to your almost personal love reading. So this is for all zodiac signs. If you're drawn to the title, then you're drawn to it for a reason, and hopefully there's some messages in here for you. So let's get straight into the reading here. Now, my intention was focusing on love life for you guys. At the bottom of the deck energy, we have the 10 of Cups. So I'm definitely connecting with somebody who has either been in a long-term commitment. They could have been married. It doesn't matter if they were or if they aren't. But I definitely get the sense here of long-term commitment. Now, if you're male or female, it does not matter, but I do get the sense here that there was a long-term commitment that possibly involved marriage and children, because these are people who have definitely settled down, and these are definitely people who have put in time and effort to one another in order to build a foundation together. So here in the present moment, we have the Ace of Wands. This is all about embarking on a new journey. Knowing what is crossing you is the Seven of Pentacles. It's quite conflicting energy, to be honest, with what I'm picking up, because the Seven of Pentacles is really coming across to me as a sense of boredom. You really feel like the situation that you have been in, that you have perhaps been in it for far too long. There is a sense of the connection perhaps having lost its spark. And I do feel that whilst this connection initially had that spark, it quickly lost it quite early on in the connection. I do feel that it became quite obvious that you were two very different people trying to make something work when the chemistry or the passion just was no longer there. With the Seven of Pentacles as well, I do get very individual energy from this, where one of you has perhaps been desiring change, wanting to go it alone. I do get a sense of planning and organising, being involved with this, because I do feel that here in the present moment, someone's desiring change, and that desire is actually moving them towards making great changes in their life. So one of you could be deciding to end a relationship, and you could be moving out of the family home, and you could very well be moving into a new place of residence as well. So knowing that we have the Seven of Pentacles here crossing you, this is all about you trying to get your finances in order for you to take yourself in this new direction. In the past, we have the Magician. Now, I actually get the sense that this was a bit of destiny and perhaps fate being involved some way, somehow, within your connection. This is a third person, is what I'm picking up on. Now, it's quite interesting because the Magician is someone who, they're highly intuitive, but they don't always have to be. But this is someone who is very wise in a way of knowing when to take action. They're a great observer, but they're also someone who is also well thought out when it comes to their plans. Now, this is someone that you have met in your past, and the Magician always represents the ideal partner. Now, there could have been not much happening with this person in the past, because I do feel that you almost turned your back to it, or you had to in a way, because you were currently already involved with someone. And I get the sense here with the Magician that it's almost like this person really stirred a spark of interest within you. This is someone who really has come across as the ideal partner to you. You might not always have been aware that this was someone that you were desiring, but as time grew on, I do feel that it became more and more obvious to you that you actually, in fact, were quite attracted to this person. Now, I don't get any malicious energy from this person, nor do I do from you. So I don't feel that you guys have crossed the line or done anything wrong. I don't even feel that you guys have had the chance to explore this connection because you were currently already involved with someone. Now, as we look here in the near future, we have the Hermit card. And the Hermit represents, I do feel I'm picking up your energy here again. The Hermit is all about being in solitude. This is all about being alone, not being easily influenced by others. So I do get that here, in the near future, you've definitely made the decision to break free and perhaps leave this long-term connection that you have been in order for you to seek some sort of deeper meaning or some sort of fulfillment in your life once again. I just get the sense that this is a decision that you have come to on your own. You have not made this decision based on this person that you have met in your past at all. And this is a good thing because you know that at the end of the day, this was something that you still had to face, regardless of if you met another person or not. You still knew that you still had to deal with your relationship and the way that you felt about this person that you were currently dealing with anyhow. Because I do feel that you were someone that put in a lot of effort in order to make this connection work with this person. But it just felt like, again, that love or that love and that spark was just not there between you anymore. I don't even feel that you were both as attracted to one another anymore either, because I just feel sexually not much was happening there. In your thoughts, we have the Ace of Swords. Now, I do get the sense here that you're desiring some sort of communication, and I'm straight away drawn again to the Magician. See how you've already got 3 ones on the table? Ones in particular represent new beginnings, and this is a repetitive number, 111, and a lot of people love the number 111 because this is all about manifesting. It's also about coming into alignment with things. So I get the sense here that you're embarking in this new journey in order for you to hopefully be in a much better place, not just mentally or physically, but emotionally, in a way to be able to offer more of yourself to this person from the past. Now, you are desiring communication with them. I'm not sure who is going to be reaching out to who because I'm not quite picking that up, but I do get the sense here that with the Ace of Swords, this is desiring communication, and this will be honest and open communication as well. This is also, generally speaking, of your intuition. So I do feel that for some of you, you're almost being, well, for one, you're being consumed by your thoughts of, oh geez, it would be nice to connect with the person from the past, but I feel that you're at odds with that because I feel that you know that you're not in the right headspace or the right frame of mind in order to reach out to this individual just yet. That's why in the near future you're represented by the Hermit card, because you know that you need time to yourself for now. But I do feel that communication will come. And like I said, it could be coming from you to them or from them to you. Spirit's not really wanting me to touch on the finer details as such. But with the Ace of Swords, again, this is definitely someone that has been on your mind now that you know that you have made this decision to leave this connection that you are currently dealing with. So as we move on to your foundation, which is represented here by the Five of Wands. So again, this is all the conflict and the chaos that you were dealing with. And I do feel that a lot of this was internal conflict. You were torn between what the heart wants and what the head was telling you. And depending on what sun sign you are, I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, but perfect example, say if you're an air sign, then you're an air sign that is always going to be ruled by wanting and trying to do the right thing by others, you know, a typical Libra, for example. And I feel that sometimes air signs in particular can always go with what the head is telling them instead of going with what the heart wants. So sometimes it can be a bit of a downfall there, and sometimes with that sort of mentality, it can keep you stuck. And it can definitely keep you stuck from taking action and making a decision as well. So I mentioned that because this is very much the energy that you have been in. You've been torn between what the head wants, what the heart wants and what the head was telling you. But then at the same time, there is also this frustration because there's been this sense of resistance where perhaps when it come down to it, when you had this open, honest talk with your partner, for example, to say, you know, about ending the relationship, perhaps they didn't take it so well. They could have been in denial, or they could have been quite aggressive. And this is something that has perhaps in a way frustrated you because you weren't seeing eye to eye. And because you weren't seeing eye to eye, it has definitely delayed this process for you in taking action towards initiating, you know, this new beginning in your life. As we look here in your external influences, which means what's going on around you, you're represented by the Four of Wands. So it can be speaking of a house move. It does speak of the family home, you know, where it's like mum, dad and the children, so to speak. So I'm getting sort of mixed messages from this. So for some of you, this is representing leaving the home that you were sharing with your partner. And it can also be speaking of leaving there in order to seek a new place of residence. But then this is also the card of responsibility if children are involved as well. So I do feel that, you know, matters of the home have definitely been at the forefront focus for a lot of you, and understandably so. Now, the hidden energies coming towards you is represented by the Justice card. So this is energies that you're not quite aware of yet. And it's funny because justice does represent good karma, but it also represents legal dealings. So for some of you, you do know that, yes, you're heading for divorce, or you're heading towards, you know, a lot of things that you still need to get on top of. You still need to finalize and settle and organize certain things, especially if you have made that decision to leave the family home. This could be about, you know, parting finances. This could be about breaking contracts. Who's going to pay for what? Who's going to live where? You know, who's going to look after the children most of the time? That sort of thing. It's a lot to still focus on and deal with as well. The other flip side to this energy that I'm getting, though, is it's fine. I'm picking up Libra energy again, though. What I get with this is, even though I'm picking up Libra energy, it's not so much about the Libra energy itself. I just get the sense here that this is somebody that you're wanting to move towards, who you feel that you need to right your wrongs with. And this is someone from your past, because again, my eyes are just drawn straight back to that Magician card, where you have not had the time in the past to be able to have that clear communication with that person about your current circumstances. Because when you pair the 9, which is on the Hermit card, with Justice, number 11, it equals to the number 20. So number 20 represents the Judgment card in tarot. Judgment is all about the past returning, and this is very much what you're heading towards. See, the Hermit is facing the Justice card. You're very much heading towards the person from the past. So this is the action that you will be taking in the near future, but I feel that you will only take that action once things start to settle and come to a place of a bit more calmness in your life, and perhaps after this house move where you've settled in, because I feel that you won't reach out until you at least sort of have some sort of composure with yourself once again, because your energy has been very scattered during this process. Now, with the person from the past, it's interesting, because I do feel that this is somebody who would be open to hearing from you without a doubt. Yes, because I do feel that there was mutual attraction there between the both of you. I do just feel, though, that this person that you were dealing with in the past is someone who has, I don't know, they've like, how do I say this? They haven't given up hope, but yet at the same time, they've not made you a focus point in their life either. Because I do feel that this person in your past did put, I don't know, did drop little hints, or did take initiative in order to sort of express their interest in you. And yet I feel that this person was always cautious about approaching you, because they already knew that you were involved. They do not see themselves as someone who is a homewrecker, and they definitely don't just always go after people either. So I do feel that this person from the past, it took a little bit of courage for them in order to make their presence known, if that makes sense. But it's not malicious. Like I said, you guys haven't crossed the line or anything, but there's definitely an unspoken attraction between the both of you, and the both of you feel it. And it's funny, because I'm straight away drawn to the Magician's eyes. As soon as you both lay eyes on one another, there's a certain feeling that you feel. And it's not just you who feels it, but they also feel it too. But this is definitely someone who, the more that you have spent time with, I mean, you could have met in the workplace for some of you. This person could be a little bit older or younger than you. I do just get a little bit of an age gap here. But this isn't of concern at all, because I do feel that there is a sense of maturity here where both of you just get one another. It's almost like you both have the same personality or approach to life, which at times can be a bit of a rare thing to find. So I do feel that you have definitely met someone very like-minded, like yourself. And because of this, it's definitely stirred something within you. And I do just want to say that this is definitely someone who has shared a past life with you. And the reason I say that is because this connection that you feel, it is so very strong. It's almost undeniable. And I feel like the time that you have spent apart, or the time that you haven't been able to sort of go any further with this person from the past, they've definitely been on your mind throughout this whole process. Because again, you don't like to do the wrong thing by people. And that's a really good trait to have, but I feel like there's a sense of guilt that you hold on to as well. You know, maybe if I said this, maybe if I'd done that. And sometimes it's all the maybes and the what ifs that actually makes us feel like the situation is much more worse than what it actually is. Because I do just want to make it clear that this person that you're dealing with from the past here, because they're very much represented by the Magician, this person is absolutely fine. They are someone who is so extremely confident within themselves. They don't need anybody or anything to make them happy, because they have found their happiness within themselves a long time ago. If they happen to find somebody who matches their energy and who is on the same page as them, then all the better. They look at relationships as a bonus. They definitely do not look at it as a necessity. So this is definitely someone who doesn't want you for any sort of gain. This is somebody who likes you for exactly who you are, your personality, which I feel is something very different than what you are currently dealing with your present person. Now, as we move on, we have here the King of Pentacles, and this is the advice for you. Now, knowing that we have the King of Pentacles showing up, the King of Pentacles is someone who is not afraid of failure. They're also not afraid of starting from the beginning in order to reach the top. This is all about you getting your finances in order, working hard, doing it alone, and knowing that you can do it alone. I get this energy from this King of Pentacles here where you're very much embodying the energy of being incredibly focused on bettering your situation and your circumstances. So whether this means working hard, putting in more hours, getting a second job, it's basically doing all that you can in order to get on top of your finances here. Now, please also know that whoever the masculine or the male is in this relationship, that they are definitely going to be someone who will help to provide whilst this separation takes place as well. Okay, so just know that they definitely have it in their mindset that they don't want to do no wrong here. They want to do the right thing, which I think is a very generous thing of them as well. Now, your future outcome, we have here the 10 of Wands. Now, it's not a negative card. I do actually get a positive vibe from this, because I do feel that, you know, this is representing you, where you've gathered all your belongings, your sticks, your wands, so to speak, and you've decided to, you know, change the course of your direction here. And the direction that you're going in is you're heading back towards the past person. See how they're facing to the left here? So I do feel that this is you wanting to basically, once you've settled this current relationship, and once you've settled into this new environment of yours, that you are therefore then going to reach out to this person from your past and try to right your wrongs in a way, or to perhaps apologize. But I do get the sense here that this is you wanting to put in that effort, basically. So like I said, the situations are going to be different for all of you, but I do get the sense here where in the very near future, after these changes have taken place here in the physical for you, with the ending of a relationship and dealing with things legally and financially, that when you have settled, that you definitely have it on your mind that you want to reach out to this person from the past and explore that. And I feel that there's nothing wrong with that either, because you know within yourself what you like, what you don't like. You also know what you're attracted to and what you're not attracted to. And you already know that this is like the person from your past, that this is someone who without a doubt that you're attracted to. You know that this person is your type, is what I'm getting at. So overall it's very beautiful energy. And even though that, the Ten of Cups energy here is speaking of the overall energy and who I'm basically picking up on, I do very much sense that this is representing you and who you are as a person as well, where you don't just invest in relationships for the security or for the fun of having one. You like to be in long-term relationships that are actually deep and meaningful, ones that actually make you feel like they are worth your while. And I do feel that even though you had to perhaps put in a lot of effort in your connection with the current person, and even though it might not have worked out like you had hoped for, I do still feel that you can eventually look back at this period in your life and be thankful for it, because it still provided things that you're incredibly grateful for still to this very day. So it's very beautiful energy. I'm almost getting like a sense of gratitude coming from that. And then this is also the energy that you're going to be looking for as well when it does come to your relationships in general. You want something meaningful and long-term. You're not just going to go and be with someone just for the fun of it, which is beautiful. It's very sincere and very loyal energy. So I do hope that this reading has helped you. I am going to leave it here. Please hit the like and subscribe if you like my reading style. It would really help my YouTube channel to grow. In the meantime, if you would love to purchase a personal reading, you can find information in the description box below. So until next time, take care.